I'm here because I want to get closure with my mom and her husband because her husband was doing stuff he had no business of doing, and for me to go to her and actually tell her when it first happened, and for her to just push it up on the road like it wasn't nothing, it pushed it to this point.
Jose went into my little sister Ladana's room, the middle child's room, one night, and I guess was trying to mess with her.
It was just me and him there. I was sound asleep, and next thing you know, he comes in my room. When he come in, it was just, I could feel him. I wouldn't more or less say see him. I could feel him standing there looking at me. And I'm thinking to myself, what's he gonna do to me? The next day I told my mama. She put it in the corner like what I said or how I felt didn't matter. As long as she had him there, that's all she depended on.
I've always felt uncomfortable around him from the way he would hug us, and even being close to him physically. It wasn't until close to my birthday last year that he actually tried to do something with me. He took me out to a Mexican restaurant and we ate, we sat down and ate, everything was good and dandy and fine, and then whenever we were in the car, he said he wanted to tell me something, and I was like, just tell me what's up. And he's like, well, I've liked you for a long time, and I just didn't know how to tell you. I mean, he tried to, like, grab my hand and try to be all sweet talk and all sweet about it and everything else, and I was like, no, like, you with my mama, are you crazy? He's like, what am I gonna get for it? What are you gonna do? And I was like, I'm not gonna do nothing. I said, you owe me anyways for all the tears that I've cried, for ruining my mother, like, our relationship with my sisters, my mother, everything. We got to the house, he tried to touch on me, and I didn't necessarily feel comfortable. I was by myself. I ended up pushing him all the way down the hallway, and that's basically where it ended. It was like Mama just brushed it off like it was nothing. It hurts because, you know, it was my choice to have her in my life. I mean, I was adopted out already, and now she already got me took away from her for the stupid she was doing at a younger age.
There's more to that. It's not just that. Cause see, my mama sold me for drugs when I was little, so.
How old were you?
3. I was sold for drugs. I was raped. So I don't.
And Mama pretty much told me, well, get some proof. So I ended up recording everything on the phone. When I told Mama, it was like she didn't even believe me still, even though I had that recording. And I told her, I said, I don't want nothing to do, like, I don't want you around me. I don't want a relationship with you until, you leave him. So for quite a few months, I didn't talk to her that much. I wasn't close to her at all.
For one, that man is not our daddy. And when you can sit and watch how he reacts with your kids and think it's no problem, that's a problem. Not to just one of her kids, but all of us. She still stayed with him for a while until my little sister told her, hey, yeah, we actually done this.
Me and my sisters have been telling her for the longest of what he's tried to do and what he's been doing, and that it was wrong and that she needed to leave him and leave him alone, period. And I guess if she don't do that, then, like I said, I'm done.
I literally left home because I didn't feel at home. I didn't feel safe. And for me to be with my mother, that was supposed to be my safe place, and she never wanted to make it that way. That's the reason I had to grow up fast. I found someone who loved me, and I know to protect me. I even got married at 15. I have 2 kids.
I just want her to choose her children, period. Not just me, but Ladana and Maria too, over the piece of that she's with.
Maria, that's your sisters on tape. How do you feel about what they're saying?
Oh, well, I'm feeling really sad about it right now because it is true that me or my sister Ladana and Desiree, we did not grow up with her. We had lived with my grandfather, me and my sister Ladana, for mostly when we was little. And we had thought of us going back to her, we would be in the same place, but then we have figured it out that it was not a safe place for us to be, and we did leave when my sister Ladana was 15 and I was 16. When the stepfather, Jose, when he wanted me to do things with him, and I wouldn't do things with him. I was not allowed at his house. I was not allowed to call my mother while he was there. I was not allowed to do anything until I did something with him.
When you said you did something with him, what would that be?
He would force me to sit here and have sexual things with him. And I would tell him no, but he would force me to do it because if not, I was not allowed to talk with my mother or nothing else. And I sit here and told the police in front of her that he tried to do things to me, and she would never believe me. She did not do anything to try to solve the problem.
So when she walks in the bathroom and he's got his pants down, he's exposed, right?
Yes.
So and she says, well, if you want her own daughter, she says, you can have her. More like a jealous reaction than an outraged reaction.
Because she would never believe the way her husband was treating her kid.
She caught him in the bathroom with his pants down with you.
Yes.
So she knew something was going on.
I mean, she would sit here and choose drugs over her kids and choose men over her kids. We never grew up with her.
And how would you describe your relationship with Jose?
Well, he forces me to do things with him so I can have a relationship with my mother.
Even to this day?
It's been started for like almost a month now.
Because
sex. I have seen here myself.
Hold on a second.
I have seen.
So the last time you had sex with him was a month ago?
Yes. And every time I tell her that she needs to leave the dude and stuff like that, all she does is bring to my face that she can't lose what she has.
Maria Elena, how many times did I ask you? How many times did I ask you? Did he touch you? And you said no! Until last Monday!
And why did I say
Until
no?
last Monday!
Why did I say no?
And now you're telling me, and when last Monday you even sat there and told me, Maria Elena, I asked you many times, did he physically put his hands on you? You said
why
no!
did I tell you nothing? Because you don't do anything.
You know, I used to be a police officer, and I used to have to interview rape victims. Can you imagine if I'm going in a hospital and I see a young girl like this, and I start screaming at her like you did, and I'm a police officer wearing a uniform? What would you think of me? You'd think I was nuts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the feeling's mutual, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see Jose in the bathroom with his pants down in front of your daughter?
Yes, I did. And
What'd you think that was going? What'd you think was going on?
Well, I thought they were fixing to have sex.
Yeah. Okay.
Because.
So you didn't know then, a year ago?
No, because I confronted my daughter.
But I'm saying you just left them a week ago.
Yes, I know.
Why didn't you leave them a year ago?
I did not leave him this time because of that. Okay. After I left him, then she came back to me and told me.
Did you say to Jose, if you want her, you can have her?
I did because I
What's wrong with you?
I'm
Did your daughter say, hey, this Jose's a creep, he tried to do something with me?
Yes, yes, and I told Desiree when she came up to me and told me that, I said, when you get a chance, get a video or a voice recording of him saying it to you so I can go do what I got to do in court to get rid of
court?
No, because I don't have the money at the time.
Oh, my God. Wait, hold on a second. This guy, your husband, is going through your daughters, right? Like he's sexually assaulting them, sleeping with them, doing all kind of crazy. You don't have the money? 911 is a free phone call. Mother had no clue. She had no clue.
Why you think I live? Why you think I had to grow up so fast? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, I've heard that for years, Mama. Years. All my life. When you was locked up, oh, I'm sorry. If you were sorry, why didn't you showed it?
Baby, I was on drugs.
That's beside the point. I did the same thing, too. I done drugs, too, and come off the son of a bitches for my girls.
I was on
Mine.
I love you. And I
do.
love you.
I would love to have our
heart.
relationship back. But if you're going to put a man before me, I got to look out for mine.
Baby, okay. I'm not going to put a man before y'all. He's gone. I promise you.
Why did it take this years for you to realize you need to do as a mother?
Because I am
why?
stupid.
I'm tired of, yeah,
I am
you
stupid.
is. You dead right is.
When I become
At
a
least you
mother,
know that.
Mama,
I'm no good,
I know
okay?
my job.
But
And I got
I'm
two
here
little
today.
girls.
I brought y'all. I'm the one that made the call. I brought y'all on here to ask y'all to forgive me and to tell y'all mean the world to me. Y'all my blood.
Some stuff was rubbed into my face that he had done or whatever. And he was like back there laughing like it was all cool. Like, ha, 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 yeah, I did this, I did that.
And she's standing there?
Yeah. Yeah, and he told her to get me out of his house, and she pushed me out of her house.
No, he didn't want. He told me he didn't want the drama brought in the house.
You know why?
Because every
You
time
know
they
why?
come to the house,
So you got rid of
Because he
your-
knows
so you
you're
got
going to
rid of
listen
your
to him
daughter?
because you choose him over us.
So you get rid of your...
That's your house. It should be my safe place, too, for your daddy.
You were obviously abused by Jose. How old were you at the time?
I was
You
21.
waited-
I found her myself
Yeah.
because I got
Oh,
On
that's
her
right,
birthday.
because you were adopted out. You weren't, so you come back into her
She
life.
come to us.
You want to see your mom.
I made a fake Facebook, cussed her out because I wanted a relationship with my mother, but I want to get all my stuff out. Why lose me in the first place? And then when I get old enough
Lost
to
us
come
when
and
we were
find
little,
you,
lost us when we got
why
older.
even take any kind of
She
risk
used to
to
it.
lose that again? If it meant so much to you.
Are you jealous of your daughters that your husband wants to be with them and not you?
No, not at all. No,
why-
I
what
am
is-
not.
why
It
does-
takes
well-
two to tango. Why didn't she ever
And
stop
it takes
when it's
one
gonna
to
be
be
a
a mother.
mother?
First place, Mom, why the would she want to come out and tell you something that you didn't believe in the first place?
So it takes two to tangle, even if it's a child?
And it takes one to be a mother.
How did she feel?
Well, Desiree, you came here, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did Jose ask for sexual favors from you and point to his penis while you were in a car after dinner he took you out for? You answered yes. Did you tell your mother directly that Jose was being inappropriate with you sexually and you felt uncomfortable? You answered yes. Are you making this story up about Jose in order to get your mother out of her relationship with him? You answered no. Results came back all the same to each one of those three questions, and it came back that Desiree told the truth.
I told you! God damn! You weren't never real anyway.
You just said to me backstage, you want to repair things. That's why you're
Yes,
here.
I do.
Well, listen to me then. If you want to repair things, then what you do is take full responsibility.
As a
You
mom.
don't blame your children for what your husband did to them.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Ladana, you took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you make up the story that you woke up with Jose standing in your room while you were in bed on the night in question when you were younger? You answered no. Did you tell your mother directly that Jose was being inappropriate with you and you felt uncomfortable? You answered yes. Are you making this story up about Jose in order to get your mother out of a relationship with him? You answered no. The results came back all the same, and they came back that Ladana told the truth.
Thank you!
Did any of your daughters ever tell you directly that your husband Jose was touching them inappropriately and making them feel uncomfortable?
Yes.
You answered yes. Did any of your relatives tell you that Jose, your husband, was touching your daughters inappropriately? Yes. Yes. Did you ever tell Jose he could have Maria if he wanted to when you caught him with his pants down?
Yes.
Did you tell CPS that Desiree was on drugs and neglectful to her children?
Yes.
Why?
By the way, the results came back all the same, and it came back that she told the truth.
The reason
So
why
why
I
would you
told
lie
them that
to-
day, okay, why would you wake up that morning?
Why would
after,
you, damn-
No, listen,
Why
listen.
would you try to prevent me from having my youngin' when you told yours?
She says here on stage that she's going to get rid of Jose. But the point is, you'll be, I'm predicting, and maybe I'm wrong, but I usually am not. You're going to be back with this guy.
Oh, no.
Yes, you will.
I guarantee you.
After all this guy's done to your daughters, and you stayed with them,
You laid in the same bed with him, bro.
you're not going to break up with them all. But you, one of the worst mothers that ever graced the stage, get the hell off it.
And I done that for her daddy, because her daddy be real disappointed. He raised me, and he did not raise me to be the way she was. Like I told her, I was on drugs too, and I come off for the sake of my girls. My girls.
Listen, and I know at deep down level, everybody wants their mother in their life. I really do hope that she could change, she could stop blaming you guys, but if
She
not,
didn't blame it and stop the first time.
but if not, you just be strong with it for your own kids and make sure you don't go down
Oh, don't worry
the road
about it, because
of
my
your
babies
mother.
won't never go through what
had
I
my
went
Nice
through.
meeting
Thank you, Mr. Steve.
Can you relate to this story? Go to www.stevewilkos.com to get my help.